Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So basically in today's video I have a question. Are you thriving or are you surviving as a CXC student? Now do not mind the background because currently I'm going home today. I'm going home for Christmas break. So you know, the bed, nana sheet pan it and basically clean out the place, so that's why it look like that. But are you surviving or are you thriving as a CXC student? And in today's video, we're going to find that out. If you're interested in this video, do stay tuned and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it. So the first question I want you to ask yourself today: are you surviving or are you thriving as a CXC student? Because if you're just surviving, it means that you barely just make it through every day. You barely just pull through every day. If you're that is if you're surviving. If you're thriving, you're breeze through it. You're coping, you're navigating it. But really sit down and really ask yourself, am I surviving or am I thriving in preparation for the CXC exam next year? So basically, you have Christmas break, you have like a whole, I don't know how long Christmas break, 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 2 weeks Christmas break, and then you have to go back to school. So it's like you have to really look in at yourself and see where you are and what you need to do in order to get up to speed and be ready for your CXC exam, because we're on 4 months time and bam, literally CXC time. So you have to start preparing from early. Like when you get this Christmas break, you really need to go over your work, go through the textbook, whether you're renting the textbook, buy the textbook, find it online, whatever you do, go through the textbook them, do the past papers them, watch the YouTube video them, just start prepare. And don't wait until when you go back to school, you run up and down, you turn idiot, SBA due, everything just dep on you. Take the 2 weeks, finish your SBA, then we're not finished yet, and start prepare for your exams. So in this part of the video, we're going to have a part 1, we're going to have a part 2. So in part 1, these are just some signs that you are just surviving as a CXC student, and this is not a good thing. If you just survive, it means you barely make it through. So you need to evaluate yourself and see exactly what you can do in order to thrive, not survive, but thrive as a CXC student. So if you're experiencing anxiety, worry, fear, pressure, and uncertainty, doubt of the future, of just overall next year, the CXC exam, if you are worried on the place, if your blood pressure high, if you just stress out, if you wake up in the night and pain nightmares about the CXC exam, then you're really not handling this very well at all. Because yes, you can be anxious and say, okay, maybe do, it's a big exam come up for me next year, but it's like if the anxiety grip you till you feel like your head got chip or something, you're barely make it, and then that's not good. That's not good. That means you're not coping, you're not making it, you're stressed out. And everybody's stressed out, but it's all about how you choose to cope with it. So basically, if you're worried, anxiety kill you, doubt kill you, fear kill you, pressure kill you. Like when you sit down, you just feel like the world upon your shoulder, then you're just surviving, you're not thriving, you're not handling it, you're not coping, you're not preparing how you should. Something wrong. And bear in mind that CXC, it's a big exam. Obviously you're not gonna calm throughout you're not gonna calm knowing that you have a big life event come up. You know, it's a CXC come up, so you're not gonna like calm, but at the same time, if the anxiety grip you till you feel like you're gonna lose your mind, if the fear grip you, if you think about how your mother go back sit down, if it really does get to you where you're so anxious, you're so scared, then something wrong. You're not thriving, you're just surviving at that point. Then if you're at school and you're not actively learning anything, it means you're just surviving. Like during the school term, we just go by, you literally go to class and the teacher teaching you just in the class. You're not actively learning nothing, you're not remembering nothing, you're not taking in anything, you're just in the class, and as a God, what am I going to do for the exam next year coming out or nothing. you're just surviving, you're not thriving, and that's not a good thing. It means you're not learning nothing. You're not learning nothing. You just a go school for go school. You just a go class for go class sake, because you're not retaining information. That would mean you're just surviving. You just a go school. You just a sit down in the class, you make it through, but you're not thriving. You're not got the biology class and you say, okay, I understand all this cell, I understand how everything working in the class. You're lost, like you're lost. Get help. Get help. You see this Christmas break by a textbook. Rent a textbook from your school. Look online. Watch past paper videos on YouTube. Get past. Do something. Because this is not a good sign. You're going to have a problem next year if this continues into next term leading up to exam. The next sign or the next thing that means that you're just surviving, you're not thriving, is if you're just like us, you are basically, you don't want to go to school. And you know, so everybody don't want to go to school, but it's like if it get to the point where when you wake up a morning time to go to school, it's like, as me go back to the anxiety, like that fear, when you wake up, is almost like you're scared. You wake up with so much anxiety, so much pressure upon you. It's like you hate it, you dread it so much, you just don't want to go. If it gets to that stage and you really need some help from your teacher, you really need some help from your teacher, from a friend, from a textbook. You need to talk to somebody, get out the emotions, get out the issues, get out the fears, because you can't go into the exam and anxiety will cripple you. You can't go into the exam like that. You're not going to be prepared for the exam, and everything, I believe personally, starts in the mind. So if you think you can't do it, you probably can't do it for true, because whatever you think up here, that is what we act out, literally. So if you're feeling, you wake up every morning and you hate school so much, you dread it so much, like, alright, when I say this, I don't mean like everybody else just hate school. Like, to you, it's like at a point where you just wish you could have just, you get what I mean? I'm not gonna say what I mean, but it's like you're over it all, over life, over, you get what I mean? If we get to that stage, then you need to seek some help, and you're not coping, you're not handling the CXC thing well at all, because you're just a survivor at that point. You just have to go, because your mother give you lunch money for go and go to school, and that can't work. You're not thriving, you're just surviving. So that can't work at all. The next thing, okay, if every time you're just always tired, and this now remind me of when me that do CXC. I tell you, I'm used to just tired every day. Me tired sometimes. I'm just tired. Like, me just so fed up. Me just so frustrated. Me just so tired. Me over everything. When me that do CXC, I say, but wait, why am I always so tired? Do you get what I mean? Because my brain tired. I'm tired of life. I'm tired of the stress. Everything is killing me. And it's like me, I say, no man. This can't work at all. And at that time, in that moment, me did just survive. Me didn't forever talk, and me sit down and sit to myself say, I'm stressed out, you know, and I'm just tired because of the stress. I'm not necessarily do it, but it's like I'm tired because of the stress. I'm tired of the pressure. I'm tired of the fear, because anxiety and boxing and lick you. You mean you just survive, you're not thriving. And as I said before, doing CXC, you're not going to calm. It's not anything to be calm about necessarily, but at the same time, if like for example, me do my exam them just finish, and wake up one morning and anxiety just lick me like crazy, like you know, like palpitations, like my heart just race, like me scared. You know, literally. Yeah, that thing says somebody done run me down or something. The way how me that breathe heavy, because that's like anxiety. That's when it get bad, and once you get to that stage, you need help. You need help to cope with it. You need a new coping method, right? You can try praying, because pray whenever the anxiety just start taking me over like that, because they say no, this is not from God. God not give me them kind of anxiety here, because them anxiety could never come from God. Depression could never come from God. Fear could never come from God. Literally, I have to pray, because I say, God, me know this is not you. And most times I realized with me personally, you say whenever I feel the most anxiety in my life, that is usually when I do my best. Like, alright, what I mean is like whenever it grip on me, like the anxiety grip on me so badly, like till me so scared, and me have to pray, and me have to say, God, it's always probably just the enemy. It always press the devil that I try to get to you, you understand? And especially if you have a do your exam, and if you're spiritual or if you're a Christian, then you know about these things, right? So sometimes I advise pray about it to get rid of the anxiety and get rid of the fear, because it's not of God. God don't want you to be scared. God want you to be confident. And go into that exam and do your best. But if you're always tired, that's not a good sign. It means you just have to survive. You barely make it through. You're not thriving. You're not handling CXC. You're not doing your... No. Do what you need to do this Christmas in order to turn into a thriving CXC student, not a surviving one that barely make it through. Change your mindset. Think about it a different way. If you think about CXC like, oh, it's this big mountain, this big monster, you can't go past the exam, so you need to build it, bring back CXC down. It's a Caribbean exam. It's a test. And you know what? Let me tell you a secret. If you fail it, you can do it back over. That might give you some more assurance, but literally, if you fail it, you can already stand it back over the January. You can. So don't kill yourself at the same time. Don't kill yourself. It's not life and death. And that's one of the biggest mistakes me make when I do CXC. I did wallet to my neck. Like CXC was a life or death and death situation when it wasn't. And looking back, me I say, you serious? And even in university, now me I learn it more and more. You see them exam here, it's not life and death. There's so many problems in this world bigger than them like exam here. Yes, we need them. Yes, we need to pass them, but at the same time, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace when you go through this stressful period of your life, literally. Alright, then the next thing. If you're not eating properly, you're not drinking enough water. If you're not drinking enough water, that means you're probably just survive. Like, the way you're stressed out, you can't eat. You go to school, you skip lunch, you just always stress out. You try to keep up with the assignments, them SB and whatnot, plus you try to prepare, and you not eat properly, you not drink water. It's like you not take care of yourself, because it's like you neglect that aspect to focus more upon the work, or you're maybe you're distracted to with other things, that's why you not eat. But that's really not a good sign. It's not a good sign to be neglecting your health in the process. Because one thing about me is when the food come, me put out me drop everything and me go eat. Me go drop everything and me go eat. So at the end of the day, ensure so you take care of yourself. Ensure so you eat. Ensure so you drink water. Don't skip meals, because literally you just harm yourself. And the thing about it too, you see, because this is such a stressful period, you can develop different eating disorders because of it, like binge eating. You can either binge eat, or sometimes you can starve yourself. And listen, don't go down that road. Don't go down that road where you have to go I got a doctor for eating disorder. And just don't go down that road. Don't go down the road where you make CXC, make you depressed, make you have to depend, go get pill for depression, pill for anxiety. Don't make it push you down that road, because when you go down the road, it's very hard to come back. You have to move on CXC and you say, but look how CXC did mash me, look how I'm depressed and I can't come out of depression. CXC done and I'm still depressed. Like literally, no, don't go down that road for nobody. But you need to eat healthy. You need to drink water. Drink water. You can drink water enough. This means you're surviving. So basically, if you have panic attacks regularly, if you have like a full-blown panic attack where your body is shake, it's like it's so overwhelming, the anxiety get to the point where it become a whole panic attack. You need some help. You need to find some way to cope better with this CXC, whether you mean talking to your teacher, talking to a friend. If you go see a therapist to help you throughout this CXC period, anything you need to do it. Because trust me, when CXC ends, this is not worth it. It's not worth it to mash up yourself, like literally. When the exam done, you go about your life, you're going to say, oh, me have this eating disorder from when I do CXC, or me depression, anxiety, and then something going to follow you. Don't develop it, don't start it now, and don't allow it. Don't see CXC as this big thing. Look how much people pass CXC. Look how much me pass CXC. Look how much people go through it, and all of us still alive. We make it through. We've been there, we've done that, move on. And the best thing in my life when I move on, I tell you, I'm never look back. Me never look back on it. And I don't know, but just take care of yourself. Don't allow CXC to wreck you. And if you have panic attacks and it get frequent and it happen a lot, then you probably need to see a doctor. You probably need to see a doctor, maybe counseling, something in your school, or if you have the money, you go on a private place, but you need to seek some help. I don't go down that road. It's not worth it. The last one is really no proof that, okay, so basically if you're just surviving, you're experiencing a lot of pressure from your parents. Now, everybody's experience is different. To me, that the CXC, my mother would just say, okay, make sure you do good in her, you know, but it wasn't to the point where I feel like saying me pressure myself more than she that pressure me. Because at the end of the day, I think my mother did just want me pass. She just want me to do my best. No, everybody's experience is different. We have some parents that are more strict, more demanding, they want higher grades, they want only grade ones, and some parents just want you pass and them alright. Now, depending on what parents you have, you might be under pressure, right? And usually, yes, parents want the best for you, and you know, if you push you, but at the same time, if you're not getting that support from them, yes, them want you to do well. As they say, them voice that them tell us so they want you to do well, and they say make sure you pass, you know. But at the same time, if them not support you in the ways that you need supporting, like for example, even just some words of encouragement, just something, you know what I mean? When they see you have that little breakdown there over the work, and you see and understand your teacher and teach, and them listen to you. Sometimes it's as simple as just listening to you. Listen to what you say teacher do, help you study with flashcards, just take the time out and help you. Even if them can't, they don't know where you're going with that school, even some words of encouragement, just say do your best, and that's all you need. But if you're just surviving as a CXC student, if you're just surviving, don't give up. Don't give up. Start studying, do your past papers them, and you're going to thrive. Find a way to cope with the anxiety, the fear. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the day. It's not life and death. You're going to still live. You're going to still live after CXC. It's not the end of the road. There's so much more to it, and sometimes the school system, I will believe, say if it all ends with CXC, listen to me, it all begins with CXC. Moving past that stage of my life was the best thing ever, literally. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a CXC study guide. It's going to be in a link in my bio on Instagram, so go on the CXC study guide on Instagram. It's free, and yeah, go and check out the CXC study guide, and will help you in preparing for your CXC exams. But don't give up. Trust God, pray to God, tell God about it. I'm going to see you guys in part 2. So part 2, we're going to talk about what you can do to thrive as a CXC student. This is just you surviving, and we can't go through this world as a survive. While we keep on survive and us barely and make it, we need to thrive. So stay tuned for part 2, and go and check out that CXC study guide. And the link to my Instagram is in the bio, so go on the Instagram, and then you're going to see the link will lead you to the CXC study guide. Alright, so anyways guys, that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and that's the end of today's video. Alright, bye guys.